I'm just introducing Mr. Manoj, who is the head of Rainmaker Business Analytics. So I would like to ask Manoj sir about what is that Rainmaker and what are your end goals as an organization.
Thank you, Jason. Uh, we have at Rainmakers help decision makers come to a better decision by relying on data-based insights. As you see, the current business environment, even before the COVID, is moving towards or favoring towards lean organizations. So this requires being more agile than the competitors, because competitors or the business and customers are requiring more personalized offerings, and competitors are using these new technologies to penetrate into the customer mind and increase more customer engagement. So any organization to be competitive in the today's market will require a data-based support, analytics supported business decision making. So we at Rainmaker Business Analytics endeavor to support the decision makers in the organization to provide them with better insights about what is happening and why it is happening and how it is compared to the business situations in the outside environment. So our endeavor is to help the customer, our clients understand what is their customer talking about, what content are they discussing about, what they are interested in, and what will make them engage more with the company so that it will bring in more revenues and sales. Looking internally, we can help a company to understand their operation better and what are the main factors or the parameters which is more important for the organization and which is driving their cost or competitiveness, and give them more insights into which areas they can reduce the repetitive works and decrease the resources, so which will make the cost reduction. Now, if you look at business analytics field as a whole, it is not a single vertical. A lot of expertise and a lot of systems and platforms has to come together to give an offering to the client. So this requires expertise in various fields. So it requires expertise in statistics, it requires expertise in machine learning, it requires expertise in software and app development, it requires in-depth domain knowledge also. So the team at the core team at Rainmaker Business Analytics has these expertise, and it is a well-knit team. So a company is looking for a ready-made services or looking to set up business analytics platform in their company can use our services and become productive from a very early stage. Now, business analytics, even though there are a lot of advantages, there is no certainty that it will give the required result or the intended result as planned unless it is properly executed, unless there is a culture also. More than resources and the more than the systems, we are talking of a culture. So, unless there is a support from the middle management and the top management, the business analytics platform will not survive or be successful in an organization. So the team at Rainmaker Business Analytics can help the companies, guide them either for setting up an organization or providing one stop services, and even to understand at least from the data what is happening in the basic sense. So they can start off with that. They can try to understand what is happening in the company. Then once the maturity is there to absorb these insights and move forward, then we can address the question of why it is happening and what can happen if it continue like that. And ultimately, we are looking at what should be done based on the current insights so that we can be more competitive and engage with the customer in better way. So that is what business and Rainmaker Business Analytics is endeavoring to do.
Wonderful, wonderful, understood. Yeah. So, coming to another question, it's about how can actually data be useful for businesses to take their how can data be useful for businesses. If you can explain it in an like really simple way, so that people who are not in this domain can understand, that would be really nice. So yeah.
Yeah, we now the company collects data in, especially in the current. If you're looking at 10 to 15 years, there was data collected in databases, relational databases for finance, procurement, HR, and all that. So these are the things which are easy to analyze. But now companies are also generating more data from their social media and websites and all that, which is in a lot of unstructured format. So these unstructured format is a mine of information. But unless somebody there is a method to capture this information and distill it, and to be used for the decision making process. It is just a data stored in some data warehouse or in your server. So what Rainmaker wants to do is convert this data into information in the first step. So, for example, now there are a lot of CVs coming in the HR department. Now, we need to see what sort of CVs are coming, what is in their CVs, in that CVs. So, if you do analysis of the CVs, we will find able to understand and select the CVs which are relevant to the organization. Now, coming one step forward, once we select shortlist the CVs, we can do an analysis and see based on past data which are the CVs which will likely to join the company. And once the person joins the company, based on his profile and based on the past data, we will be able to predict in what stages he will leave the company. So HR can take action, proactive actions, and take actions to retain the company. So in various stages, data analytics can be helpful. Now, if you look at the outside, like the customer side, the customer is engaging with the company maybe through social media. They are giving reviews, they are giving comments, they are giving emails. So then these generates lot of data, but nobody will have time to read all these things. Suppose 1,000 customers are commenting in every day. So we can help them, help the companies to analyze what is the sentiment of these comments. Is it positive? It is negative. If it is negative, we can take those comments and bring it to the attention of the customer relation manager so that he can take action so the customer will not leave. Now, if you look at in another way, we can talk about when the customers are giving comments on various topics. We can analyze the topic and understand on what topics the customers are interested in and they are conversing it. So if the customer is talking about how to help him become self-sufficient or in training, and the company is talking about how to use the product, there is a mismatch between the communication. So data analytics can help to bridge this gap between what the customer is talking and interested in and what the company is communicating to the client. So this mismatch can be dropped. And if you are looking at the purchases of your customers and actions of that, we will be able to advise the client what products can be sold along with this main product. Or if the customer is collective buying one product, he is probable to buy other products, a group of products along with this. So then there can be a promotion. And nowadays, most of the actions today is about customers are looking at personalized promotions. And so a company can, instead of looking at if they have got 10,000 customers, our analytics will help the customer, our client to understand out of this 10,000, the 1,000 customers are the high value items and they are most probable to look at other offers. So we can really conserve the resources and tell the customer, our client, that out of 10,000, look at these 1,000 customers. And these are the people who will be most attracted to your offer and who will need. So we can have a personalized email campaign or an advertised campaign, which will be highly effective. So these are the areas which will help the client.
It's really exciting to hear all this. So should I next question? Should I ask Samit sir?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, please.
All right. Going a little bit in depth, if you can let us know who are not in this domain, some kind of use cases of data analytics, right? So some examples of how some companies are actually using it, or how a company can actually, and some kind of particular use cases that people can do. We can just share that information with us. That'd be really nice.
Yeah. Uh, you see, it's a very simple example. I'll just bring it to it. There is a retailer, and now if you see, he's a FMCG retailer. So he has dairy products on his shelf. He has in FMCG, he has detergents, soaps. He has fast foods like ready to eat noodles, or he has sauces, and he has again the tea, coffee, all these things on his shelf. Okay. Now he has, if we see what is the segmentation of these products, we can find there are more than 10,000 products. Now, if given a question that how many of these products are actually bringing revenue, prioritize these products. It is beyond human comprehension to bring that either by means of a calculator or by human calculation or by experience. So what will happen is that there will always be an uncertainty in this answer. He may say that 40% my revenue is going to come from say these 10 products only, but he's not very sure. So if you ask him a second question, that if you are very sure of these 10 products, should we start investing and building the inventory on these 10 products? Again, he will go back to his first question, that I am not certain about it. This uncertainty has now compounded, not multiplied, even compounded post COVID. So what data analytics in this domain can do is that it can take all the 10,000 products, and then it can segment wise, even through the customer segmentation or the product segmentation. Either way, it can bring to on the table that which all are the products which are to be maintained in the shelf, which can be optimized, and which can be maximized in terms of inventory. And when this inventory management is is to be calculated, it is beyond human perception to calculate on 10,000 products. So here data analytics comes in picture, and there we can give clear cut insight to our client that these set of 25 products you may maximize these inventories because they are bringing maximum profit to you. Others are going into dead inventory, so minimize their stocks. This stock correction is going to bring them profitability on day one itself, when they are into the planning stage of the inventory. That time only they have registered. Then again, second thing is that people can tell them what is happening in the market. Advertising media, all these things can tell them what is happening in the market, but we will let them know what is happening inside customer's brain, what customer is perceiving about your product. How will you do that? And as it was built by Mr. Manoj also on that, that the data is coming over is unstructured. It's an unstructured data. So what customer's perception is there, you cannot quantify it. You have to derive these insights from customer tweets or customers feedbacks, or what are the customers reviews. So all this is unstructured. Customer never follows a format to express his views. These are to be extracted and to bring on the table what exactly is the in the mind of a customer about your product, and that is a beautifully can be done by means of analytics. This was a domain from experience from this retail, and you can see many of the retail stores, even after having huge infrastructure, having laundry list of products, have collapsed. Literally, they have collapsed. But if you see small stores, they've grown into big stores. Why? Just because somewhere they have taken the review and account and stock of what exactly is the customer speaking, what exactly is the market talking about, and they have corrected themselves.
Okay. Yeah, I think we can actually replace the human intuition with data, right? So and
Yeah,
as an organization, we don't need to go with our own intuition or anything. We can just look at what works and what doesn't, and we can decide upon that by seeing the results, right? So that'll
that's
be
right.
more concrete decision, I think.
Right.
Yeah. So next question, shall I ask to Sohan or Rudramurti, which was
Yes.
yeah, I'll just yeah. Anyone? I think I'll ask Sohan sir. So we Blue Stick Media is a social media agency. We do digital marketing, we do SEO, we do handle a lot of social media accounts of international and national clients. So looking from an agency perspective, who's handling social media and digital media marketing, how innovative or disruptive would it be for a social media agency or a digital media agency to integrate data analytics into their pack of things, and how would a corporate or a business who has a strategy of social media can exponentially improve their social media handles using data.
So actually, if we collect some data, we gather some data like from social media, like uh, like how the client is coming to that particular customer site website or something, if they are coming through some social media account or something. So if we capture those data, we can come to know that they are coming from different social media accounts. So based on that, we can decide where we have to or we can take our other customers data, and something like we can find out data from outside, and we can find out which are the social media which are relevant, which which are giving the leading to this this kind of website and all. So we can do some kind of analysis. We can find it out from customer data also, like which are the social media account which is helping them to get the client. Okay, so we can analyze those data and we can find it out, yeah, we have done this kind of project also in our before also. So we have found that there were some accounts which were helping to get more customer and all, and so that way we can analyze it, we can find it out.
Awesome. Yeah, that'll be really helpful in strategizing, the spending and everything on which social media should be on the top of the list of expenditure in marketing terms and everything.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So I'll ask the next question to Rudramurthy. So, um, in your opinion, what is the current thing that is going on in the market? How are organizations making decisions right now, and how can how should it be like using what are the things that is actually going in the market right now? How is data sorry decisions being made in the market right now, and how can actually data disrupt that?
Yeah, actually, a lot of now in the world, the hottest topic going on is data analytics, because people are not knowing, they have lots and lots of data accumulating in their databases, but they don't even know how to make. It's just an raw dump, which it's like a trash to them. But if it is properly analyzed, we can make a good amount of improvement in our decision making, and we can bring profit to our companies. Actually, in recent days, there are lots and lots of surveys are happening regarding data analytics. If you can see, there are a lot of articles are coming up about the data analytics, where you can literally see that way forward in future, the uh, the the companies which will acquire data analytics skills and improve their decision making will see almost 40% increase in their profit and their products, and they will increase their customer they can expand their customer capability. And if you can see, the companies which don't adopt this data analytics fields, because of these companies who adopted the data analytics skill, they will make smart decisions, okay, which will automatically suppress these companies, because the era is happening like that. Era is moving towards data, because human cannot even judge or predict what will happen in the future.
Understood.
If you have proof, you can make good decisions. You must rely on the data. Here two ways of making decisions are there. One is human intuition. Another way is making human decision with the help of data. You will be more accurate over there. You will be taking all obviously smarter decisions than other companies. So this is why in today's world, this data analytics, machine learning are the most hot topics, and even mid-range companies as also should adapt it, because nowadays there is we have cloud storage. It is lots and lots of more cheaper, and we can help the companies to smartly capture their data as well. We can also give them software solutions to them. We can guide them how they can implement their infrastructure in their company to smartly capture their data.
Okay.
We can provide the ways cost effective ways to them also. Like these ways we can help them.
Awesome. Yeah, understood totally. Okay. Yeah, Kavita, are you also taking questions?
I can just add few lines.
So if you can add anything to this, also that'll be really nice, Kavita. Yeah.
Yeah, so as we have from all of our team, we can see that there is increasing rely on data to make critical business decisions. So for any new marketers, they can just look into for any good return of ROI, they must look at what are their customer segments, what they should target it, how they should make a cluster. So all this can be done through a data analytics. And I can just say for any company which is offering for the data analytics service, there are 4 type of mainly activities can be done. Like first can be the descriptive analytics, where what we can just see the trend what happened in the past. So and other, for example, like we can see the monthly revenues, their sales, website traffic and all. And second could be the diagnostic analytic, like why did that happen, by analyzing the trends and pattern in the past. And third can be the predictive analytics, what will happen. For example, this what will happen, like the Manoj sir has given example of the HR. So any company, for example, any HR department can take proactive action if any employee is likely to be going out. So they can take any step to retain the employees. And fourth can be prescriptive analytics. So how we can achieve our goals, and how can we make it happen, so that by using the advanced technologies or machine learning, we can all these main 4 type of activities we can implement into our data analytics.
Awesome.
That's it from my side.
That's really insightful. So before winding up, when during our first, I think meeting with Manoj sir, he told me 2 stories. One was about some ice creams and a number of robberies, and the second one was about how Walmart is actually using that to sell more. So can we hear that one more time? The 2 things that you told me. I thought that was really interesting. But that is still in my brain. So I think people would really love to hear what is like huge organization like Walmart is doing with that data, and also your short and story about the ice creams and
Jason, one of the story was data analysis can give even we should use our judgment to analyze the outcomes. See, for example, there can be 2 things. One is correlation and one is causality. Whether one is correlated, the price of something is going up is related to the price of something going down. Maybe like stock prices, when they go up, the real estate prices will go down. So it is correlated, but it is not causing that. Because the stock prices are going down, it may not be causing, or it may be causing. So we need to do that. So one example is the ice cream. So what they found out is that when the sales of ice cream increases, the crime rate in New York also goes up. So, but we cannot say because people are eating more ice creams, the crime rate is going up. That is not a sound analysis. So actually maybe both are required because both are coming up because of the summer season. The summer season may be causing both. So the correlation, if you correlate using data, it is not a correct inference. So we have to use our judgment. The second thing is that data analytics can give us many counterintuitive analysis. So for example, Walmart, they were for many years, they were predicting on stocking on essential items during hurricane. But if you go by the normal conventional wisdom, when the hurricane is predicted by the weather department, then people will stock on first aid items and essential food and other things. But when they analyzed the data, previous data, they found out that people were stocking beer and some chips. So which is a really counterintuitive one, and they made billions for a lot of years. So nobody is expecting that. So these counterintuitive analysis, only a data analysis using machine learning algorithms can only give. So these are interesting takeaways from the data analysis. We should use our judgment. And second thing is that it will give us more counterintuitive insights.
So I think this was really insightful, and I learned a lot about how data is really crucial. And I think personally think that if organizations, even if they are giants, if they are not leveraging data, they are not investing in data analysis. They don't need to have their own in-house team. They can actually outsource it to brilliant organizations like Rainmaker, who has individuals like you who are really passionate about data and can actually help the organization achieve their vision using data. So I hope you guys I wish you all the best, and I hope that more than many people, many businesses actually start to leverage data and make better business decisions. Yeah, so thank you everyone for participating in this small interview. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Jason, for
Thank you.
giving us this
Thank you.
opportunity.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.